Was doing fabulous. Welcome back to another Patreon reading, darling. We're about to get into some things. You already know the 12/21/21 portal is tomorrow. Last year, around this time, we were receiving Christ consciousness. Jupiter and Saturn came together and made the fucking Bethlehem star. And we haven't seen that in a couple of 2,000 years, right? The last time we seen that was when Jesus rude. The last time we seen that was when Jesus was born, right? That was the star that they used to go find his birth or place of birth, right? So I don't know. There's a lot of fucking things going on, collective. We are gonna get into some things. Welcome back. I gotta fix this damn phone. What's up, baby? Hey, Nicole. Hey, Nathi. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everyone's doing fabulous. We are going to get into some things tonight. Just waiting until a couple people get in here. Do share the video, thumbs up, subscribe. Share the video to your social platforms. Hit it. No, give it a little thumbs up, darling. We're going to get to some things. I don't know if I'm using these cards today, but I don't think that I am. Let's see. I know I'm going to the Starseed Oracle. Definitely a Starseed. We could definitely pull from this. Huh. I don't know. We'll figure it out, right? We can kind of use this deck. I haven't used it in a while. And get into some things, collective. We're going to get into some excuse me, some things. Sorry, it's a little cold over here. So welcome to the reading. We're gonna get into this article that I've been reading about what's going on in the sky cosmically, and then we're gonna go into my downloads and what I feel about these energies and what's happening and all this other stuff, right? So we're gonna it's gonna be cute, and then we're gonna pull a message from each celestial body that's in the sky aligned, what it's gonna bring for us, and clarify. So we're gonna get to some things, right? So 5 planets, 2 asteroids in a comet will align. Here's how to see the celestial parade. Well, I think that for most of what's happening already happened, right? But the Great Conjunction on the day of the winter solstice in 2020 was a memorable astronomical event. A year later, which is tomorrow, we have another reason to look into the southwest at dusk. This time we have 5 planets and 2 asteroids and 1 comet that will almost align this week. So here's everything that you need to know. Let's start with the brightest objects in the sky. As soon as the dusk sky fades, you'll get to see the 3 kings of the evening sky in December, which is Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. So basically, these are like the 3 kings that were following the star, the Bethlehem star, which was the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction on the winter solstice, which is Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. So they are aligned in the sky, right? The brightest speck of light you see is Venus at an apparent magnitude of negative 0.7 point. It's the second brightest object in the sky after sunset. Only after the moon. Once you have located Venus, look for Jupiter and Saturn. As shown in the image above, after Venus and Jupiter is the brightest object in the sky around that time. Sandwiched in between Jupiter and Venus is Saturn, the faintest of the 3. So basically you have love, abundance, and karma all aligned. This is basically what it's saying, right? The faintest of the three. The faintest because it's a low vibration to get people to learn lessons, karma, right? The three planets can be easily seen with naked eyes at the dusk sky fades. Jupiter and Saturn are heading for their solar conjunction, and as days pass, they will get closer to the sun as seen from the Earth. After solar conjunction, Jupiter and Saturn will remain hidden in the sun's glare for several weeks. So this is the telescope view of what everything will look like. You have Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Pallas, which is an asteroid, Neptune, the moon, Uranus, and then Ceres, which is another asteroid. And this is the what it looks like. You see, so these celestial objects are aligned in the sky, and there's a reason for this. Remember, we went through a fucking awakening last year, 2020, on December 21st. This is why everybody started waking up and started creating all these changes, and everybody became spiritual and blah, 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 and everybody's now doing the work, right? So now we get to a year later, which is tomorrow, and now all these things are about to align or have been aligning. And now it's like I said, you have love, karma, abundance, Neptune, which is about wisdom and intuition, and then you have Uranus, which is about technology and things coming to light from an illusion or being hidden. And then you have Ceres and Pallas, and then we're about to learn about that, the asteroids. So there's a lot more in the southwest that what meets the naked eyes. Uranus, Neptune, Pallas, and Ceres lie further away from the three planets visible to the naked eyes. If you got a telescope, look for Neptune and Uranus higher in the sky as shown above. Locating Ceres and Pallas through a telescope would be very challenging. But A1 Leonard passed close to Arcturus on December 6th. It passed a perigee over the weekend of December 12th and will flip to being an evening object this week. To see Comet Leonard, you will need access to very clear horizons on December 17th, about 30 minutes after sunset. A1 Leonard will be located below planet Venus. The following day, the comet will pass just 0.028 AU, which is 4.2 million kilometers from Venus properly, creating a Venusian meteor shower. Right? So Arcturus is a constellation. And Arcturus, they have a lot of entities that are in the sixth dimension. So the sixth dimension are people and entities that realize that the physical and spiritual go hand in hand. Light and darkness go hand in hand. Love and fear go hand in hand. So we're going to this new consciousness where right and wrong don't exist. Light and darkness don't exist. It's to an era of no judgment, an era of we're just letting live and living. Because you understand that polarities have to exist for us to be able to go into this new energy and ascend beyond the darkness and accept the darkness for what it is, a polarity. Once we accept it for what it is, evil and all that shit goes away, because we understand that it has to exist to create this dimension and paradigm that we're in. But what happens is that once we start to evolve consciously and genetically within ourselves, because remember that these comets and these planets are all aligning and moving across the earth and doing this and moving by the earth, and these comets and asteroids and planets and things all have particles, minerals, crystals, rocks. Remember, even the rocks that we have here have energy. So all those energies and radioactive vibrations and frequencies and minerals and things that are flying off of these asteroids and planets and things and falling into the earth is what's creating this new energy, so we can be able to tap into it or help us evolve genetically or consciously, so we can be able to go to the next step of this evolution. This is why the portal tomorrow is a portal that opens up all these energies that have been falling on the earth this whole motherfucking month, of these planets aligning the whole time with these asteroids. And remember, Taurus is a constellation of high vibrational beings that only believe in love. There's no war doesn't exist there. So at the end of the day, you have a fun fact is that some of the information that I do download from Arcturians. Because they are on a higher level vibrationally. I lift my vibration to their vibration, well, close to their vibration, and they descend theirs to mine. And that's how we connect, and sometimes how I get downloads, especially these downloads about planets and what's going on with the universe and why everything is changing. Remember, Neptune is even there. It has a lot to do with a lot of illusions in social constructs and governments and pharmaceutical industries being exposed, and all this false illusion falling away. Because we are ascending to a higher conscious. And why does the government keep creating these things, and the media keeps creating these scandals and these things so we can pay attention, so we can be stuck in the matrix. I said Matrix at 11:11, and funny how the Matrix movie is coming back out talking about resurrection. Yeah, they're gonna try to resurrect the fucking Matrix after we try to kill it. Hello? Drawing people back into the Matrix because people are fucking awakening. Now the fucking Matrix movie Resurrection is coming out. I'm watching it because I want to see all the fucking hitting messages in that motherfucker. Just how Morpheus offered fucking Neo the blue and the red pill. Yeah, what are you gonna take? It's like the apple from the fucking tree. Are you gonna know good and evil as being a collective and being as working in partners, so you can understand that you have been in a construct that's been hindering your divine energy and consciousness? Once you realize that evil doesn't exist and we create it out of fear, this whole world is gonna change. So there's a lot that I want to fucking tap into. There's a lot that we have to go into, but you know what? We're gonna keep it cute. We're gonna go into these cards here. We're gonna use the Starseed Oracle. We are gonna pull a tarot card for each planet or each asteroid that's in the sky and clarify. But first, we're gonna go to the Starseed Oracle. What are the energies that are coming in? What is that's happening with the earth? What is happening with humankind and the human race? A lot of us don't even know that genetically things are being activated within inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings are coming. What did I say? That's a utopian earth. That's a new earth. And it says the inner earth because supposedly this is the middle of the earth. But I don't know, collective. I feel like this is what we're heading towards. This is what we're about to create. Because don't you see people going healthy, going vegan, growing their own food, doing shit? This is where we're going to. And this is what the government and people at B don't want to see. They don't want to see us fend for ourselves because we've been codependent on all these social constructs and these people and these pharmaceutical industries and people that splice foods and create fake ones and GMO versions, and we're all getting sick and dying and all this other shit because it's better to keep us in the ignorance. Why? Because they keep power and richness and money and abundance to themselves. Even the resources of the earth, they keep it for themselves. Well, the good aspect and versions of these products they keep, or resources, they keep them for themselves. Think about it. A soda is a fucking $1 at McDonald's, and a fucking water bottle is about $5. Then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Star Brothers. The Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. A lot of you have to find like-minded people like this, because when this shit starts to hit and it starts to change and it starts to, all these constructs start to fall away, you need to have these type of people around you. Your Star Brothers and your Star Sisters. Having that Horus energy, that like-minded vibration to be able to protect each other and be loyal and safe But you also have to learn how to trust the process, right? And then baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. I'm going to take that one. And that is beautiful. Didn't I say we were walking through a portal? Told you. We're taking baby steps into those portals because the way that these planets are aligning, look at all the constellations in the sky and the planets aligning and the stars and us taking baby steps towards the motherfucking portal because shit is about to fucking hit the fan and change. Shit is crazy, collective. Any other messages or advice? Thank you, Spirit. Lifting the veil. Bam! Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. And this is what we have been doing. There you are, seeing what's on the other side of the portal. And what's on the other side of the portal is the veil is the veil lifting, because you finally merge your physical with your spiritual and realize that you are a spiritual multidimensional being having a physical reality. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. A lot of you are releasing things or have been releasing things that don't purpose you. But we know because we are the collective, so we know that this is what's happening. So at the end of the day, this is what the fuck is going on, collective. These portals are opening, these changes are coming, and a lot of people don't see them because they're so stuck in their physical lives. Us that have been doing the work because we work for ourselves and we have the time to work on ourselves and, you know, expand within our collective energy as high priestess and high priest and fucking spiritual people, we are seeing the portal and we're seeing what's happening and we're seeing the things unfold before us. Questioning everything, anything unaligned. Let's see, lifting the veil, number 86. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths, like I said, so we can remember ancient truths, which is the real truth. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment, just like the alignment of those planets, right? Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive, even people. This goes for society and the world at large, as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be vibrational match for who you are and how you have grown. And this will be a good time for tomorrow for you guys to tune in into the ousting series about the 10 things we have to release before the year is over. And it starts at 11:11 a.m. on Patreon. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Isn't it funny how I'm doing this reading and tomorrow the series starts? Synchronicity, bitch. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic and unaligned with the survival and well-being of the earth. Wasn't I talking about Gaia? To stand for and protect those who don't have a voice. To look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. Didn't I say the earth is also evolving and we have to evolve with it? You're being called to trust yourself. Notice what's out of alignment and then take the baby steps required to bring it back to harmony. And look, didn't we get the baby steps card? And I'm reading Lifting the Veil right now. So now we're about to read baby steps because there's another message in there too. To bring society and humanity back into harmony. You're being called to trust yourself. Notice what's out of alignment and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. Starseed Soul Inquiry. What isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? Collective. So now we go into baby steps. Where's baby steps? Number 36. And then these planets are aligning because 36, 6 plus 3 is 9, which is a closing. It's getting to be aware about something in this new cosmic and consciousness that of vibration that's coming down, so we can be able to accept it with the number 9 and the number 10, close out the cycle to accept it and then align with it and practice it externally, like we did with Christ consciousness last year. So 36. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. You're being called to take grounded action in response to your soul's calling. To start where you are and begin building in a consistent way. So many people stop themselves from living a soul-led life because they're waiting to know the destination before taking the first step. But intuition doesn't work like that. Our soul is always calling us every moment of every day. The way to find yourself living in harmony with the cosmos, the alignment, is to listen to your soul's baby calls and whispers each and every day, and to take grounded action into the direction of those calls and those whispers, those little tugs that you get, you know? You're being encouraged to start small, bite-sized, to put one foot in front of the other, to do one thing every day, to break things down into achievable tasks. Time on Earth goes slower than on any other planets. This may cause frustration for starseeds like myself, who can expect a faster pace of manifestations and thus give up before the seeds begin to sprout. This was us giving up on that abundance for some of us, right? But the abundance is coming in. This is why we're aligning with this new consciousness and vibration, because we've been doing the work and we've been frustrated, but it's coming to fuck in. Time to take baby steps in the direction of your calling. To remember that you don't need to have it all figured out or know exactly where the path is leading you. You don't have to know every single step along the way before you set out on your great journey. You just need to take the next step, and that is all. What's one simple baby step you can take in the direction of your soul's calling right now, collective? So we're gonna pull a card for a tarot card for each planet or object or asteroid that's aligned in the sky, and then we're going to clarify that, what each thing is bringing and why is it aligned like that. So we're going to start with Venus, which was love. What was Venus trying to show us? I'm gonna start from the bottom and then ascend up, going to the left. So we're gonna start with Venus. Why was Venus aligned in that alignment, and what was it trying to show us? Venus, message please. Thank you. The Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords in reverse. Venus was trying to get you to learn how to stop fighting your emotions, for a lot of you. Understanding that emotions are signals. Whether it's from your body, from your logic mind, from your spirit, from your higher self, from God, your emotions are signals. And a lot of you overfeel them or don't feel them at all, or try to suppress them. So a lot of you needed to learn how to take control of your emotions, and that's why Venus, the planet of love, was there. So let's clarify that. Right? Let's clarify that. Actually, let's use a smaller deck. Being able to control our emotions was what's going to help us put the energy in motion to be able to adapt to this new consciousness that's about to be open, about to come through this portal. Not being in the right emotional vibration would have never allowed you to walk through the portal. So a lot of you had to, with Venus, let go of relationships, friendships, things that didn't purpose you emotionally, things that hurt you, things that you had to revisit, things that you were tired of revisiting, everything, even tough love or tough love on other people, whatever it was, you had to do it because you had to gain control of your emotions, right? Let's see what Venus is going to clarify this with. Can we please clarify the Seven of Swords in reverse in this? Thank you. Yeah. Leaving what didn't purpose you behind you with the Seven of Swords, right? With Venus, because it was about learning how to tap into your own emotions and validating your own emotions and not looking for validations outside of yourself for your emotions. Being truth and honest to yourself, collective, right? Because then look, the lovers coming together, your divine feminine and divine masculine coming together. Logic, wisdom, and intuition. But it was because you needed to control your emotions. A lot of you didn't know how to process them. A lot of you were staying in them for too long and it became a negative thing. So you had to learn how to process them and control them. Bottom of the deck, look, High Priestess. Now, a lot of you own your power and know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to go into what Saturn, karma, taught us, or what message it brought for us. Every situation that Saturn threw at you and person that wasn't for you, relationship that wasn't for you, or anything like that, or situation, job that wasn't for you, forced you, I'm trying to laugh and cough at the same time, forced you to karmically go within yourself, to reflect on yourself with the Hermit. Shout out to Virgo for making an appearance in the reading, Gemini and Pisces. But nonetheless, Saturn came to bring it full force so you can force yourself into ascension and to reflect within yourself. That's why a lot of you try to refrain from social media or turn your social media into a business or whatever the case may be. But a lot of you turned away from the artificial world in the physical world and turned within yourself. And that was Saturn that did that for you. With all the cosmic, with all the toxic relationships and friendships and things that were going on, that was Saturn forcing you into your ascension. So let's clarify the Hermit. Thank you. Thank you. To be able to... Of course, that's why they're together. Venus and Saturn are together because they were, look, trying to get you to control your emotions so you can stop betraying yourself with the Ten of Swords. Shout out to Pisces. And then the Knight of Pentacles, so you can be able to accept your abundance, which is funny because we just clarified that. And guess what planet is next? Jupiter, which is about abundance. You have to be able to stop betraying yourself emotionally and understand your power spiritually so you can be able to integrate the two, divine feminine and masculine, so you can be able to take control of your emotions, so you can be able to receive this abundance that Jupiter is about to bring in. And what is Jupiter about to bring in, collective? By not splitting the energy between your divine masculine and feminine anymore with the Six of Pentacles. Why? Because look, you're in divine union now. A lot of you are on the way of mastering yourself. A lot of you became your higher self. A lot of you got a taste of your higher self. A lot of you, even if you relapsed from it or felt like you fell back, your ascension doesn't feel the same because you're about to shift into a new version of your ascension. It's like feeling the void before you feel everything, right? So now, remember, you got the lovers with Venus because it was about you integrating it. Now Jupiter brought you the integrated version of yourself, which is this new consciousness that we're about to receive in this portal. Your higher self. Some of you are gonna fucking surpass the fucking 5th dimension and go straight to the 6th dimension in your consciousness, and people are not gonna be able to fucking understand anything and everything that you fucking say. So get ready for that. Look at that. Bringing you abundance. The King of Swords. Becoming the king of spirituality and logic. Because it's King of Swords, that's what they are. And then the Ace of Cups, abundance. Your cup is overflowing because that's exactly what Jupiter wanted you to have. Because Jupiter went up to fucking Saturn and Venus and was like, until they don't integrate with themselves and release all these things that don't purpose them, and people and situations and perceptions and fucking indoctrinations and traumas, then we're not gonna fucking, I'm not gonna let them integrate. With this portal that's about to open up, if they don't take these baby steps and go into their inner earth, their inner self, and lift the veil, yeah, this is not happening. But for some of you, it is happening because Jupiter is here saying it. You're about to integrate your divine masculine and feminine together, and you're about to become a fucking problem. Let's clarify the lovers, please. What is this integration? What is this new energy? What is this? The five of wands is victory over conflict. Right? You guys overcame the conflict. You guys became the King of Cups. The most wisdom and most emotional motherfucking nigga in the deck. The Page of Pentacles, and received your abundance. Jupiter's like, it came in a way, shape, or form that you guys didn't expect it, but it's here. So y'all gotta fucking get it together. Because it's here. And you're about to receive it. And Jupiter is like, what the fuck are you about to do with it? Let's see what you're about to do with the knowledge, the power, and the abundance that we fucking gave you. Are you going to use it for yourself selfishly? Or are you going to use it for the collective and spread the fucking light and knowledge and make it a collective? That's exactly what Jupiter is asking you. They ain't playing no motherfucking games. This planet alignment is happening for a motherfucking reason. This is why I do these type of readings. So now we're going to go into Neptune. And Neptune is about the falling away of illusions and your wisdom and your intuition. So let's see what was going on there. Look at this, the bottom of the deck. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy. Pleasure, joy, make love to life. Yeah, because it's about to be a whole new fucking reality. And this is Venus energy. We started off with Venus, remember? So we're going to go into Neptune. What does Neptune have to show us or give us as for a message, right? Let's see Neptune. We finished off Jupiter with receiving the Page of Abundance. And then you thought that abundance was enough. Neptune is like, now we're coming with the wisdom and the intuition. Bam. The Page of Pentacles. More abundance. That's what Uranus is bringing. But it's bringing it not in a physical form. Not financial like Jupiter is. Or spiritual like Jupiter is. Because Jupiter brought it in understanding yourself and understanding and your power and your divinity and in a financial way. Neptune is bringing it in a wisdom way, being able to download information, being able to tap into the cosmos, being able to tap into the Akashic records, being able to tap into the divine, being able to tap into your higher self, being able to fucking dream, call shit out for what it is, being able to read people, being able to, a lot of you are totally becoming your higher self all the way through. Remember, you got the High Priestess somewhere around this reading. A lot of you are coming into your divine power. This is why you're crossing the motherfucking portal. Because Neptune is helping you fall away and take away the illusion that all of these things are impossible, and they are. All these things that Jesus was doing and healing and miracles and all of this is possible. We're all about to become this shit. Ain't we? Look at how he's pointing at his heart, right? because it was about controlling his emotions to be able to ascend. And then he's pointing up to be able to ascend. And then you see the light, the halo around him, right? Because that's reaching total ascension. This is what everybody's about to do that's been doing the fucking work. If you genuinely been doing the work. So let's clarify the Neptune here, the Knight of Pentacles. And it's funny how you got the King of Cups because this is Neptune energy, right? And then the Page of Cups is Neptune energy. It's you being able to control your emotions, because controlling your emotions, the cosmic world and the universe trusts you with the gifts and the motherfucking things that we're about to do or be able to do with our fucking consciousness. You'll see. You're going to be seeing people walking around here and talking telepathically, having conversations that people can't even hear them. You're going to see people healing people with their hands, with remedies, with spells, with whatever. The world is about to change and people aren't ready for it. So what Neptune is clarifying that with is, wow. Bye. What did I tell you? The High Priestess. The integration between darkness and light. Didn't I tell you? I fucking told you. Look at that. And receiving your fucking abundance. Your spiritual abundance. Because it's a fucking new beginning. I said it. With the Fool. Shout out to Aries and Capricorn for making an appearance in the reading. And it's what you guys to understand, because it's total us becoming the leader. Not the leaders being the leaders. Us becoming the leaders for ourselves. And then with the Sun, new happiness. New abundance. New everything. New enlightenment. So what do we have now after Uranus just showed us what it brung us? I mean, Neptune. So now we have Pallas. Pallas is one of the asteroids, right? But we'll leave Pallas and Ceres for the end. We'll do Neptune. We'll do Uranus. What messages Uranus have for us? Technology and stuff like that, and new things that are going to evolve. Come on, Uranus. What do you have? What's the message? This is interesting. We have the Ace of Wands, taking control of our own technologies on a higher scale, because technology is trying to be taking over, so we don't tap into technology. This is why all the things with Facebook and shit like that is happening and falling away, because they don't want us to spread the knowledge, the information, the light, to expand and awaken ourselves. And the internet and technology and everything right now is what's helping us ascend, because the internet can be controlled. It can be controlled to a certain extent if you are the owner of those things and companies and apps. But to a certain extent, there are websites and things that you can't close down because of freedom of speech and stuff like that, right? Even the CIA is dropping documents and shit like that. And the FBI is dropping documents on their websites about technology and things that they've been studying and the consciousness. So everything's about to start coming to light, because it's going to help us learn that consciousness is also a technology. The UFOs that are flying around, I'm getting from Spirit, is conscious technology. We haven't reached that yet, but we're about to, with the Ace of Wands. It's conscious technology. These people that are flying around in these ships are flying the ship around with their consciousness. The ships are made, the ships, excuse me, they don't want me to talk about this. But I am. The ships that they fly around in are made out of organic material and DNA of the person who's driving the motherfucking ship. That is consciousness technology. Conscious technology. And it's going to happen. This is why they're trying to take control of the technology and everything that's happening, because once we figure it out, it's a wrap. So let's go and clarify the magician for Uranus. Like I said, all the technology is about to be revealed. Look, karma is in reverse, and then you have the moon upright. Karma is in reverse because they've been trying to hide technology and information from us for a long time. A lot of you are about to start seeing that religion isn't even real. A lot of you are about to start seeing that natural foods heal us faster than any medication that's on this planet. A lot of you are about to start seeing that technology, the most fucking intellectual technology that there is the human body and consciousness. And they're about to release all of that. This is why they've been trying to suppress the human body and the human intellect and the consciousness and spirituality. Because spirituality goes hand in hand with consciousness. And it's all about to come to light with the moon here. I told you guys. Look, and then the tower moment. It's about to happen. So let's pull a card for Ceres and Pallas, because these asteroids have been around the Arcturus constellation, which is one of the most high vibrational constellations, or one of the constellations that has the most high vibrational beings in it. So let's see. And look at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Wands. Look at that technology in her hand, the phone and shit. Right? Technology is about to skyrocket. It's about to take us to a place that we never thought we would go, because it's merging technology and spirituality with the Two of Cups. And us really learning what we are, and that we're multidimensional and just energy. And that when we're speaking and exchanging things and energy with people and ideas and light and knowledge and whatever, that's nothing but information and knowledge. We're nothing but information. Even our bodies is nothing but information. Our DNA is information. Our consciousness is information. Every fucking muscle is everything has information. Down to ourselves. Everything is information. So we're about to go into that spiritual technological era of our ascension. Understanding that the body is the fucking most intellectual technology there is. Sophisticated as fuck. And the reason why we couldn't understand it is because we've been falsifying the things that we put into our bodies. So we haven't expanded to the fucking platform or dimension or vibration or paradigm that we should. This is why a lot of people are waking up now. It's a great time to be alive, and a lot of the people that are participating in this know that they're part of this plan. Their soul chose to be a part of the people that help the world consciously elevate. And this is what we're doing. So we're going to put for Ceres and Pallas. These are the asteroids that pass through Arcturus, which are like I said, one of the constellations that has the most high vibrational beings on it. I downloads from that constellation. So they're all about love. They don't believe in war. They're all about ascension and creating change from within, not outside of them, right? So a lot of their planets look like this. Because they don't live on the planets. They live on their ships. They live on their ships. Their ships are their cities. And they leave their planets in natural state to be able to get the most benefit from the planet and the most resources from the planet, to not pollute it and do shit like that, right? So Pallas and Ceres, let's see what they got for us. What is the point of you coming into our solar system and bringing this new energy? Ceres. Ceres, thank you. Wow, and I just said it, the moon. Watch the moon come out. Ceres is with the moon. Shout out to Cancer. These energies is to bring awareness. It's to take the mask off of the lies that have been told to the human race. To take the mask off of everything that doesn't purpose us anymore and never did. They were just hiding us or hiding the truth from us, right? And Pallas, new enlightenment, new knowledge, new ancient truths, like the passage said, the sun. And it's funny because these asteroids will be passing through the sun, by the sun too, after they pass by Earth. So it's about illumination. You got the moon and the sun. Isn't that crazy? Light and darkness coming together to make the illusions fall away. the moon and the sun. Understanding that they're both in the same, we need both of them to survive. Light and darkness, and that evil and light and good doesn't exist. They all derive for the same thing and they work for each other. They work hand in hand to be able to create reality. But it all matters what energy we derive to use the most. And we're going to understand that good and evil doesn't exist. We just chose evil because of fear. And they instilled fear in us because of the illusions and the things that they were telling us, especially with the church and telling you you're going to hell. And that God doesn't love you and is going to condemn you and all this other shit. You see how this works? So now everything is coming to light from the darkness to be able to share this truth about what we truly are and what we are. And the portal opens tomorrow. So I'm going to get one last card from Metatron's deck to see what advice he has for us. What advice does he have for us in this new portal that's about to open with this new energy, so we can be able to self-master ourselves accordingly to these new energies. Remember to share the videos. Remember that tomorrow we have a new series starting at 11:11 a.m. every day until the 31st of January. 10 things that we have to release before the year is over. To be able to integrate ourselves and be able to become our masters of light and dark, right? The moon and the sun. Funny how those two cards fall out. This reading is blessed. How do we self-master ourselves, Metatron? What do we do? What don't we do? How do we move forward into this new portal of consciousness? Thank you very much. Here we are. He's like through love. Doesn't that go back to Venus, back to square one, to Venus? It's through love. Understanding that love is not a light frequency. It's a light and dark frequency. It's duality. That's what love is. Because in order for you to love unconditionally, you have to love light and darkness. The evil and good in someone, in something, or a place, or a thing. That's unconditional love. That's why Jesus even loved the sinners. That's polarity. It's understanding that duality comes through love, accepting light and darkness as one. Right? So let's read the advice. Number 6, love. Card number 6, links. I'm fucking done. Links to the planet Venus. The planet of love, harmony, and beauty, which is where we're going. And victory and fertility, because it's a new beginning. The earth is taking a new pregnancy. It's evolving, right? How do you love and how are you loved? When pulled, this card typically focuses on your relationship with a partner or people or a collective, although it can also apply to non-romantic relationships, such as with a parent or other loved ones, or just people on the planet, right? We know that a loving bond with another, when expressed at its highest form, is like the rose in full bloom pictured in this card, a beautiful sacred thing. However, just like that rose, love is delicate and needs to be handled with care. It needs time, attention, and gentleness for you to benefit from its full glory and wonder. Love, once seated, can weather any storm as long as work and energy from both sides are put into it. Both sides, light and dark, right? Consider the state of your own relationship with yourself. It is one that is based on mutual love and consideration, or is it wilting from neglect, disinterest, or abandonment? Polarities of each other. When was the last time you did something for yourself? When was the last time something practical or emotional happened for yourself? Love can be expressed in many ways to yourself, but it needs to be demonstrated and felt in some shape or form. Touching yourself, a moment's embrace, cooking a nourishing meal for yourself, vegan, offering help and assistance, or just giving yourself your time and full attention, as well as the gift of your own presence. Maybe you have forgotten what it is to be truly loved by yourself and truly wanted by your higher self and truly connected by your higher self. Maybe you have never been shown love or had no role model to inspire you. about your higher self. Because remember, even the God in the Bible condemns you. So where the fuck do you have somebody showing you that it's okay to love the darkest and light parts of yourself, not just the light parts of yourself? There is no role model. But once you start looking into yourself, you become your own role model because you are a reflection of the universe. And yet, love is within us all. It is always there, an energy that is freely available if we break down our walls of resistance and realize that what we give out, we get back. Like attracts like, and any test or challenge in love is there to make us question, learn, and appreciate who we really are and what we feel we deserve. What we feel we deserve, we will receive back. So if you feel taken for granted or underappreciated, ask yourself why you have allowed this to happen. Lack of love. Then ask Metatron to help heal this pattern within you. It is a common one that many of us are wounded by. It stems from not only loving yourself enough and therefore not expecting much in return. Think of how you demonstrate your love, what you expect from it, and what you truly believe is its highest expression and form. From your young, like I said, the highest form of love is light and darkness. It's neither because it's unconditional. It loves both. Ourselves enough and therefore not expecting much in return. From young, passionate love to love that has survived decades of life experiences, the principles remain the same. Seek an expression of the love that is the source of all creation, a state of being as natural as breathing in and out. Allow love to grow now in your heart and in your relationships. It is there for all. No one is excluded from its promise and beauty. And this is what the universe is saying. Everybody is offered this ascension. Everybody's offered this vibrational, unconditional vibration of love. People just don't want to accept it because they want to keep victimizing themselves and having this logical mind and doing this and doing that and sticking to things that don't purpose them, or people, relationships, friendship, whatever the fucking case may be. Whatever the case may be, they're still sticking up to these things or sticking to these things and can't figure out why they can't move forward collective. Well, you want to know what? That's their business. For the people that did the work, y'all did the work. For the people who didn't, they didn't. Remember, everybody's on different spaces and different times. And it is what it is. We can't really hold people accountable for what they choose to do in this lifetime. But we can hold ourselves accountable for what we chose to do in this lifetime. Shalom, love and light. I love you guys deeply. And I hope that this message brought you some type of light and illumination to your soul. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your energy. I love you. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.